Coro for 2, and now it'll be Rich Amaral. He is lined to right and an infield single back up through the middle in the 3rd inning and scored the only run of the game on a double by Roberto Kelly. Amaral getting his first start of the series. They had gone with Paul Sorrento at first base. Lou Piniella promised changes in the lineup yesterday and makes them today and says there are more in store for tomorrow should Seattle get that far.
I wonder what he meant by that.
He likes to leave them guessing every now and then.
Well, Amaral has been a very valuable member of this Mariners ball club this year, able to play all around the field, outfield, infield. Just put him out there anywhere. Very valuable utility guy to have, and great numbers against Jimmy Key in his career, which would certainly warrant his starting the ball game tonight.
Lou Piniella, like Davey Johnson, looking for his 2nd World Series championship. Won it with the Reds in 1990, and Amaral has his 2nd hit of the game. Well, while we have a moment, let's go to Chip Carey in our Fox Television Center in Hollywood for a Miller Lite game break.
All right, Tommy and Bob, many memories taking place at Camden Yards, and 42 years ago today. How about the memories for the fans in Brooklyn? The 1955 World Series concludes with the Brooklyn Dodgers beating the Yankees in a 7-game series. Next year finally came as the Brooklyn folks were bums no more. They were the champions of the world 42 years ago today.
And who will be the world champions in 1997? The final 2 participants set in the National League. The Atlanta Braves and the Florida Marlins. That one nearly thrown away by Key. In the American League, of course, this series 2-0 in favor of the Orioles. The Yankees and the Indians are tied at 1 game apiece as that series shifts to Jacobs Field in Cleveland.
You get the feeling that Yankees-Indian series is going to be like a soap opera. It's just going to be back and forth, a lot of ebb and flow, a lot of drama. A lot of unexpected heroes and unexpected goats, for that matter.
Speaking of heroes, Eric Keith Davis, 35 years old, out of Los Angeles, taking a seat today. We brought up earlier he moved his chemotherapy treatments from Wednesdays to Fridays to fit into the postseason schedule of the Orioles. Had a big 2-run single in the opener. His wife Sherry made the trip cross country. There she is here at Camden Yards. They have 2 absolutely adorable little girls and have been married a long time, dated all the way back to their days as high schoolers in Los Angeles. Wonderful story here in the Baltimore newspaper. The front page, not the sports section, but local reporter followed Eric Davis through his entire day yesterday in his chemotherapy treatment at a nearby hospital. Left his door open while the IV was inserted and signed autographs and greeted all the other patients who are battling through that deadly disease of cancer. It was a very moving piece today.
A very good support system, not only for Eric Davis, but for others who are battling cancer. I saw that story in the paper, Tommy. The young lady said, if you can deal with this, I can deal with this. You know, making battlers out of all of them.
1-1 on Roberto Kelly, who knocked in the only run of the game back in the 3rd with a double to left. And that gets away from Hoyles, and advancing on to second is Amaral. He might go to 3rd and slams on the brakes about a 1/3 of the way there. Hoyles very slow trotting back to the ball.
And Amaral not really going 100% into second base. You can't really assume anything in this game of baseball. Jimmy Key delivers the pitch down low. Hoyles thinks he's in good position to block it, but it squirts underneath the glove, rolls slowly to the backstop. Hoyles chases it slowly, but Amaral was running slowly to second base. After he got to second, he realized he may have had an opportunity to go to 3rd, but by that time it was too late.
Scored a wild pitch against Jimmy Key. Amaral in scoring position at second with only 1 out. And 2 balls and a strike to Roberto Kelly, who has 2 hits in the game. Hit down the right field line. A long run for Hammonds. makes the catch in fair ground, and Amaral will stay put at second base. 2 down in the inning.
Well, we'll never know for sure, but if Rich Amaral would have gone hard on this play, this is the wild pitch that gets away. You'll see he starts hard to second base and then slows up right there, hits the bag, and then realizes he may have had a chance to go to third. That fly ball to right field by Roberto Kelly could have possibly been a sacrifice fly and scored another run for the Mariners.
And that was real speed, that replay. No slow motion involved there.
And there's really no reason not to run hard from one base to the next base, because, as I said, you never know what's going on behind you. He starts hard and then slows down right here, breaks it down, blew a bubble, hit second base. By then it's too late to try to advance to third.
Well, now it's Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 2 in the game. Is flying to left field, struck out in the third inning. 1 for 9 in the series with one run batted in. 2 away with Amaral at second. And it's inside and low to Jr. Ball 1.
Now, throughout the regular season, you may look at this matchup and say that he's going to pitch Jr. carefully, but with Edgar Martinez waiting in the on-deck circle and the fact that Jimmy Key has been able to handle Jr. so far in this ball game, you got to believe he's going to go right after him.
He's fallen behind. 2 balls and no strikes. Very dangerous count now for Jimmy Key. Back up through the middle into right center field, a base hit. So Griffey Jr. delivers as Amaral scores, and Seattle now leads 2-0. Fell behind 2-0, and Jr. rips one for a base hit.
And Jimmy Key really played right into Jr.'s strength right there. Threw him a pitch out over the plate that he could extend his arms on. Even though he didn't get it in the air and drive it hard into the outfield, he does hit a hard ground ball up the middle. And the book on Jr. is to jam him inside, throw him soft stuff away. You try to throw him hard stuff away, and you're playing right into his strength. Jr. finally gets a pitch he likes, knows what to do with it.
And now Davey Johnson walking out of the Baltimore dugout. He's going to make a pitching change. So Key leaves in the 5th, trailing 2-0.